everyone, I'm Becky,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we are talking about We Are Inevitable by Gayle. That hard word is always hard for me to say. Inevitable by Gayle
Inevitable.
Forman, which I got off of Edelweiss.
Same.
And this book is about Aaron Stein, who is 19 years old, and he graduated from high school, and his family basically had just fallen apart. His brother was a drug addict, and he I don't want to say exactly what happened, but there was an issue with the brother because I feel like that kind of takes time, which kind of shattered their family. And his mom left, and his dad kind of isn't fully functioning. And the family had to declare bankruptcy, so they put everything in Aaron's name. And the family owns this small little bookstore in Washington State. And Aaron just basically, like, he's done with it. He doesn't want to try to keep the business afloat. He doesn't want to have to take care of his dad. He goes to a concert one night, and he runs into a guy who went to school with his brother, Chad, who had been in an accident, was now in a wheelchair, and Chad kind of befriends him, like, against his will. And he meets the lead singer of this band named the Beethoven's Anvil, and the lead singer is Hannah, and he kind of like begins to fall for her. And the book is just basically about Aaron trying to figure out where he's going and what happens to the family and like the resolution of all of these things.
Yeah, Aaron's stuck and he's just trying to get unstuck, I think.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
The
only thing is, Aaron is like a cactus. And like I never warmed up to him. Like, he was really hard to like because he was all prickly, but like he never got to a point where like he never grew on me.
Right. Like, and all the stuff that happened to him, he should be super sympathetic. Like, you should feel for Aaron.
Right.
But I never cared that much about him.
See, like, all of the stuff that happened to Aaron, though, you get to know what happened, like, slowly. But the way he treats Ira and the way he treats the bookstore and the way that he treats people in the present, I think is why you're not sympathetic to him.
And it's kind of like... And then
I get why he's like that.
Right. And I usually like Gayle Forman's style of writing, and it does take her a long time to reveal things. But I feel like it took too long for me to find out everything that happened to Aaron for me to be like, oh, this is why he is this way.
Right. Well, and like, she's really good at developing characters and setting and all of that. Like, they're solidly built. I just don't particularly like what she built. Like, I don't want to live there.
No, and I'm thinking about it, and to be quite honest, like, she does the male narration like a good amount of time, and like with If I Stay, you had Mia, and then and Where She Went was Adam, and like I was cool. I thought Adam's voice was very like natural and it worked, but if you think about it, like, what was it, Just One Day, which I loved Allison in Just One Day, but then was it Just One Year where you got Wilhelm's story?
Yeah,
I did not care for Wilhelm in that, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Yeah. You're thinking of maybe she had done it from the female perspective, if it would have been better?
I don't know. And maybe it's just that we didn't get to know him well enough, because I loved Where She Went. Like, when you got Adam's perspective. And to me, I finished this book like 2 days ago, and like my big takeaway, the thing I remember the most, is at the very end, there's like a 2-sentence reference to Adam and Mia where you find out like what's going on with them now, and that to me was like the best part of the book, and that I think says something.
Yeah, and it doesn't say something great. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Gayle Forman is a solid writer. Like, you can see that through this book. I just don't particularly... I'm not a fan of Aaron, I guess is what it comes down to.
And I think that's the problem, is because she does that first person narration, and it's usually like really good, like that and I think she like totally like develops the voice, just this voice wasn't great.
Right.
And I think it's hard because the character's older and the stuff he's going through, I don't know who I'd give this book to.
Don't get me started on the need for a new adult section, or as Maggie Stiefvater and I discussed. And but what she was saying in one of the webinars that I went to, that there should be teen and there should be young adult.
Yes,
and
there should be.
This is very much young adult. Teen is obviously for the 13 to 16 almost. I would say young adult is the upper end. But anyway,
and
I could give a whole TED talk on like why I believe there should be teen versus young adult,
new adult, emerging adult, something, because like If I Stay still circulates, and that's going out, but that's going like those 14, 15-year-olds. And even like where she went, like I remember reading that and being like, should this be in the adult section? So, I mean,
so yeah, this definitely is not going to appeal to the younger crowd. And I don't necessarily know. This is going to get lost, I think, because this is definitely more for adults. Like, it's relatable to adults. I mean, sure, you could read it as a teen, but it is not as relatable.
I think this is a good book for those people who have like just finished the first year of college and are kind of like, where do I go now?
That's a good point.
Or people who just finished high school and are like, I don't know what I want to do now. And I think this is that book, like they would get that. Yeah. We should just rate it.
Okay.
Our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We're going to do 2 unicorns. If you don't like it, it's a horse.
See, going into this, I was going to give it 3 unicorns, but like the more we talk about it, the more I realize like I really didn't respond well to this book. Like I wasn't a fan. Like, so I feel like I have to give it 2 unicorns.
I'm at like a 3. I'm almost at a 3.5, but I think like I'm at a 3.5 because it's Gayle Forman. And like I said, like the If I Stay reference got me, but basing it, like it was solidly written. I did like some of the characters. I liked the side characters. I'm going to go with, like I said, I'm going to go with a 3 because it was good. It just wasn't.
See, and when you're talking about the side characters, that just like makes me think like I wanted to like the side characters and the way they were framed, I should have, but I didn't even really respond well to them either. Like the helpful lumberjacks, like that is just hilarious. But like,
oh, see, I found them kind of annoying.
Yeah, but like the premise of the lumberjacks should have been great, but like what they actually were annoying.
See, I think we needed another 100 pages to develop the characters.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, like, just one day, the characters are amazing in, but I think that book's almost 400 pages long. And, like, where she went was short, but Adam was developed in If I Stay.
That's true.
So I think we need another 100 pages.
Okay, that's fair.
So that is where we are on We Are Inevitable, and we'll see you around.
Yeah, bye.